Hey, welcome, Dr. Keith Johnson, America's #1 confidence coach. Thank you so much for joining me. As you look in the background here, I am in Bellevue, Seattle, here at this country club. Amazing place. You got to check this out, man. Just look around as he just takes a scan of the area here. It's just so absolutely beautiful here. And this is like the home of some of the wealthiest people literally in all of Seattle. I mean, some of the major businesses and industries are right here. They have Amazon's headquarters is right here. Microsoft headquarters is right here. There's a lot of wealth in this area. And so if you're joining me and you're watching, thank you so much for connecting. I'm all about helping you succeed. That's what I'm all about. And I do that through my 3 pillars, through confidence, leadership, and wealth. Helping you build those 3 areas of your life so that you can conquer your mountain for God. And today I'm going to be talking to you about the 4-step process that every person has to walk through to take their mountain for God. But before I do that, hey, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go over to partnerwithkeith.com. That's partnerwithkeith.com, and check out how the 2 of us can connect together and partner together so that I can help you become the success that God wants you to become. All right, so go over there and check us out. Now, if you're watching, I want you just to put down in the post, say hi, let me know your name, where you're from. I love that. And all my replay friends, hey, please just type #replay so I can know that you watched, and I'll say hi and we'll connect that way. So I want to talk about this 4-step process that every person has to go through in order to conquer their mountain for God. And let me give you the 4 steps and make a few statements after that. Step number 1 is simply survival. Your first step on the climb to your mountain is just survival. The second step is struggle. The third step is success. And then the 4th step to getting to the top of the mountain is significance. Now, every person has to go through this process, and you can't bypass any of those steps. So I hear a lot of people talking a lot about, hey, it's not about success, it's just about significance. It's all about leaving a legacy. Well, let me tell you, my friend, that's inadequate. That's not good teaching. It's not really the practical process to going from where you are to where you want to go. You cannot bypass success in order to get to significance. I get so tired of hearing that all the time. You gotta first become a success. How can you leave any kind of legacy if you're not a success first? No, my friend, here's the real process. I'm giving you the real process so you understand. The real process, we all of us start off at the bottom. Remember when you were 20 years old? When you were 20 years old, there's no way your mind could be thinking, I want to leave a legacy. Man, you're at the bottom of the rung. You're just starting out. And when you're just starting out, man, all you're thinking about is what? Man, all I'm thinking about is survival. You remember you lived in a little tiny apartment. You had you were living on Roman noodles. I mean, peanut butter and jelly. I remember my 20s, man. It was horrific. And I lived that first decade of my life, and I was in survival mode. And see, as you begin to go through that decade, you move out of survival, and eventually you find your way, right? Eventually you find your path, and you start really moving into your career. And as you move into your career, then you move from just being in survival mode, then you go into a season of struggle, right? You get you get some family and you start growing and you get out of that old beat up apartment with 5 other guys or a couple gals, and then you move into that struggle mode where you're still in your 30s, but you're struggling along, but you're growing, you're advancing up that mountain. Then as you get into your 30s and you move into your 40s, and your 40s are usually your decade where you enter into success. So you go from just surviving, you move into a season of struggle, then you move into that next level where you're experiencing some success in life. And then, after you've experienced success, the final step, the final phase is significance. But you can't even get into the mold of thinking significance and legacy until you become a success in life. So if you're not at the point of success, thinking legacy is irrelevant. If you're down here in survival mode, if you're in struggle mode, the first thing you got to be thinking, success. I need to learn how to build a life of success. And I believe for the Christian, for the kingdom entrepreneur, I believe that success is the pulpit that we preach from. Our success is the greatest testimony to the goodness and the greatness of God to a lost and dying world out here who's struggling along, who will go to their grave never experiencing success. They'll go to their grave still struggling struggling to pay their bills, living a middle-class life. 76% of people in the world living paycheck to paycheck. They're all in that struggle zone, my friend. And God wants you to get out of that struggle zone. And God wants you to move into the success zone and become a success. And then once you become a success, you have some sort of legacy to leave behind for others. Without success, you have no legacy. Okay? So just understand where you're at and know what you need to reach from. This is Dr. Keith Johnson. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this. Remember, go to partnerwithkeith.com, partnerwithkeith.com, and learn how we can connect together and how I can get you some tools and some coaching and some strategies to help you get out of that survival and struggle zone and move into the success and significant zone where God wants you. He wants you at the top of your mountain, conquering mountains for Him. God bless you. Thank you for joining.